everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we'll be starting off this video a little bit differently. I want to show you a little bit into my skincare routine, especially prepping before a special event. So I still use the Radiant Skincare System from Duval, and I showed a video about, I think, last year, and I still use it to this day because it really cleans my skin really well. So for this one, I'm using the exfoliating face brush because I like to have a really smooth canvas and get rid of all that dead skin cells and like blackheads, especially around the nose. And I do have dry skin, so I want to make sure to get rid of any flakiness. And then I like to wash my face, and for facial cleansers, I've been using foaming cleansers because I feel like that's more gentler on the skin and it's more effective. And then I just basically pat my face dry and not rub it because you don't want to irritate the skin. And then taking this Tatcha bottle called The Essence, this is basically to prep my skin for the moisturizer that we're going to put, as well as the other makeup products. And this just allows my moisturizer to really absorb into my skin and make it more effective. And this product alone leaves my skin feeling soft, and I absolutely love this. And then I like to put on some lip balm to prep my lips, especially when I'm using like a liquid lipstick to make sure it stays on all night. But I like to prep my lips with lip balm beforehand so my lips don't get too dry. And next you'll see John checking up on me. Anyways, moving on to the actual makeup tutorial, we'll be going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and we'll be using the shade Creamsicle, and this is a really nice transition shade for the next colors that we'll be using. And we want to make sure to really bring that high so that it peeks through the darker shades. And I like to use shadows from lighter to darker. I've seen people use darker to lighter, and I have to try that just to see how it works for me. But anyways, we're going to be moving on to Hunts, and this is really beautiful warm tone red orange type of color, and we're going to really buff that out and blend it into the first shade. And first I kind of want to pack it on right in the crease and then slowly bring it up, that way we have a smoother transition. And for the shade, I like to blend it in and kind of buff it out, especially on the inner corner as well, to make it stand out, especially when we're cutting the crease. And then cutting the crease using any concealer that you have and a small, fine, detailed brush. I like to use one with a rounded tip because it makes it easier to really get that round shape, as you can see here. And then here, I'm just making sure that both eyes are even. And then to prep it for the eyeshadow, make it more smooth, I'm just going to take a beauty sponge and kind of pat it gently and smooth it out. And then we'll be taking the shade SBN, which is a really nice warm tone champagne color. And this is a really nice color against the whole warm tones and red tones. As you can see, it really adds a bronzy effect to the eyes. And then to brighten up a little bit more, we're going to put on Beam and just kind of lightly dust it over the shade that we just laid on. And then after that, we're going to take Hunts again and basically blend where the two shadows meet and make sure that it is seamlessly flowing together, as you can see on the other eye. And to make it simple, I just use the same shade, which is Hunts, and I like to smoke that out in the lower lash line as well as connect it to the upper lash line and really smoke it out and almost create a wing-like effect with the shadows. And then taking this gorgeous gold shade called Queen, we're going to put that on the lower lash line. And I like to kind of squint when doing this step because, as you can see, where you can kind of see like a bag under my eye, that's kind of like my guideline on where I want to put that gold shadow to really make it smoky and dramatic. And then using the shade Beam, we're going to put that in the inner corner and really highlight and bring some more light into the eyes. And then taking this gorgeous blue shade called Pool Party, we'll be dabbing that in the inner corner as well, right on top of that white champagne shade to really make it stand out. And then we are going to be popping on some lashes, and you guys know what lashes I'm going to use. It's the Kiss Lash Couture Triple Push-Up Collection in the style Brassiere. Again, like I said many times, these are my absolute favorite lashes. It's so pretty. And then to add more punch and some fun into this look, I decided to add some glitter, mainly because I had a glitter that matched this eyeshadow. So I just used this blue kind of teal glitter shade from NYX and popped that in the inner corner. And then I concentrated it right in the inner corner and then kind of spread it out to make it like a a starburst type of effect. I don't know if that makes sense, but it was just to make sure that the glitter was more dispersed evenly. And then taking the M Cosmetics brush tip liner, we are going to line right on top of the lash band to make it blend more and just cover up any undried glue and make it much more even and smooth. And then priming the face, we'll be using this NYX Honey Dew Me primer, and this is just going to add more moisture to the face. And then to add more glow, we'll be adding this Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer, and this is absolutely one of my favorite primers right now. It just really adds a nice sheen to the skin. And then going in with foundation, we'll be using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I'm in the shade Fiji. And as always, all the products that I use will be listed down below in the description box, so make sure you check that out down below, as well as my social medias, so make sure you follow me on that. And then we will be going into the Fenty Beauty Concealer, and I'm in the shade 180. And we're just going to put in that under the eyes, nose, forehead, and chin to kind of highlight the areas and cover up any dark circles. And I'm just using a beauty sponge from Sephora to blend it all out. And this is just going to add more brightness under the eye and really emphasize the shadows even more. And then going in with the Airspun Loose Face Powder, we're just going to be lightly dusting that all over the face, as well as baking under the eye. And I bake really quick for about 10 seconds or so, and then I just wipe it off immediately. And then to bronze up the face and add a little bit more shape to the face, we are going to go in with the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. And normally I use a Morphe brush for this step, but half of my brushes are being dried right now because I just recently cleaned them, so I just used whatever was in the box. And then going in with the NYX Sweet Cheeks blush palette, we are going to add that on the apples of our cheeks and on our nose to really give a nice blushing effect. And then spraying it with a Mario Badescu facial spray, and this will set all that powder makeup and really melt everything into place. And then going in with the Anastasia Glow Kit in Sun Dipped, I'm using the shades Moonstone and Summer, and putting that right on the high points of my face, as well as my nose and brow bone, and it's my all-time favorite combination of highlights right now. And then going in with this Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the shade Ashton, we are going to put that on the lips, and this goes so well with the eye look, but also adds that nice contrast against that blue and really makes that blue stand out. And after completing the makeup look, I'm going to be showing you guys how I got my voluminous curls slash waves. And here I'm using the Duval Titanium Curling Wand, and this was sent to me by Duval to review. And there are actually quite a few things that I love about this curling wand. First is that it came with a glove, so you can protect your hands and prevent burning yourself. And also it has temperature control and adjustment. And as you can see, it heats up really fast. Also in the instructions, it comes with a guideline of how high you should set it, which was really useful. So I set it about 374 because I wanted more of a wavy and soft curl look to my hair, plus my hair is pretty thick. So I left it on for about 15 to 20 seconds while curling it. And as always make sure you use a heat protectant for your hair. I forgot to show it in this video, but I did use a heat protectant, and that way it can protect your hair from, you know, a lot of damage. And as you can see, I'm just simply curling it, and I sectioned my hair off into two parts because I do have short hair, so that's the most I can do. And I am just curling my hair. It's pretty self-explanatory. And for me, I didn't want to use the glove because I've never used a glove before, and it was kind of hard for me to grasp onto the hair pieces, so I just have to practice and get used to it. But if you want to use it, or if you're more comfortable with the glove, make sure to use it because it's really handy. And as you can see, it really adds a nice shine to my hair. And again, I wanted a more wavy and soft curl look to my hair, so this barrel size was actually pretty perfect. It's a 32 millimeters, and it just really gave volume and really nice loose curls slash waves. And then this is how I add even more volume. So I simply just use a dry shampoo, and here I'm using one of my favorites, which is the Ava NYC dry shampoo, and I really focus it all over the roots of my hair and put quite a lot of it, and then I flip my hair over and kind of tussle it around. and this just gave like 5 times more volume in my hair while still maintaining the nice loose curls and waves. And that completes the entire look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you guys so much for your support, and also be sure to check my description box down below for all my social media links, as well as a special coupon code that Duval provided for you guys, and all the makeup products that I used for this makeup tutorial. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Everything gone out.